Hi folks, how's everybody on this fine Thursday? Oh, I'm going to move my microphone a little bit closer so everybody can hear me. I did a tutorial this morning and I hit the pause button instead of the start button, so half of my tutorial was gone. So I have to do it over again. But this is the tutorial that we did. We used the Pouncer set. Oh yes, we used the Pouncer set. So the things that you will need for this piece is you'll need canvas. You'll need a brush to paint the canvas. I got a angle brush. You're going to need your 3 pouncers if you have Art Sherpa pouncers. If you don't have Art Sherpa pouncers, you can use a cork, a piece of styrofoam cut into a circle and just use that, or a regular kitchen sponge, just cut a circle. Yep, just cut it into a circle. 3 different size shapes. And then you're going to need a kitchen sponge anyway. Or if you have the sea sponge, these are better. These are better. But your kitchen sponge will do just fine too. Kitchen sponge will do just fine. Okay, so I'm going to take a drink of my ice cap because Tim Hortons is still open. And what we're going to do is, I showed you my brushes, I showed you my sponges, now I'm going to show you the palette. Quackerone magenta, dark side purple, cad yellow, hooker's green, and titanium white. I need a lot of these, a lot of paint for these colors because I'm going to be doing sponging, and the sponge soaks up most of the color. So, first thing we're going to do is put in our, background color. And we're going to take our 1-inch brush for that. Going to give it a wet. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to pull into a little bit of the yellow, a little bit of white, because you still want it quite yellow, but you want the white to give it a little bit of pigment. And what we're going to do is we're just going to come in here with like a rounding effect. Putting the paint into the canvas. Putting the paint into the canvas. Now this is a canvas that I painted on before, and I've just painted over it with white. Just going to grab a little bit of yellow, just the yellow. Blend that in there. And now we're going to go into the magenta with some orange or with some yellow and kind of make like an orange color. But we want to add in some white too. So here we have a nice magenta with the cad yellow. The cad yellow. And we're just doing the same thing, arcing our strokes. There we go. And now we're just going to go into the magenta, into just the magenta. Ooh, look at how pretty that is. Just into the magenta and put that around the edges, the darkest color. blending in with the other colors. A little bit of water. My brush is getting a little stiff there. And on this side here, just the magenta. There we go. Now we're going to give our brush a rinse because we're going to go into the green. So we're going to pull out some green with a bit of white, just a bit of white, and we are going to create like a grass effect right here in the same rounding motion, okay? In the same rounding motion. Go up. There we go. Into the yellow, into the magenta, everywhere. There we go. Done with that brush. We are done with that brush. So I'm going to give it a rinse and then I'm going to put it away. So it's not in my way. Put it away. There we go. And now what you want to do is you want to dry your canvas. And this is where I ran into problems last time where I hit the pause button, but I didn't hit the pause button. Oh no, I got paint on my scarf. Better take my scarf off. Getting paint everywhere. It must be dipping in my... That's why you wear an apron, folks. That's why you wear an apron. That's why you wear an apron. I love Wonder Woman too, so I got the scarf with the Wonder Woman. See? Wonder Woman! She's fucking fabulous. Love Wonder Woman. So what we're going to do is we're going to dry this now. It's almost dry, but we're going to dry it and make sure that it's dry. And then we're going to put in the sponge effect. So if you all follow my tutorials, you'll know when you turn your hair dryer on to use the lowest heat setting so it doesn't damage your paint or cause different color shading. Just drying that up and we're good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our sponge and we're going to go into the yellow. Dab it into the yellow, dab it onto your palette, dab it into the white, dab it into your palette, a little bit more into the yellow, so we're layering it, dab it onto your palette, we're going to come in and we are going to sponge the center yellow part. See, and this is where you wanted your canvas dry because you didn't want these to blend in. Okay, so now I'm just going to put just some yellow in there. Oh, dang it. My sponge picked up some pink. Oh, well, that's okay, because that's what we're going to pick up next. We are going to pick up some of that next color that we created, which is yellow, magenta, and a smidge of white. There we go. And we're just going to go in and do the next color. Just layering that paint. Just like that with your sponge. need to pull out some more magenta because I'm out of it. And some more cad because I'm out of that. And this is where you're going to use a little bit more paint because you're using sponges. And the sponge absorbs the paint. So you're going to be using a little bit more paint than you normally do. Okay? Then the next layer is just the magenta. Just the magenta. And we're going to go in and tap that with the same sponge. Didn't even rinse it. Just tapping in the magenta color. All the way around. Just like that. Just want it a bit darker up here in the corners. There we go. There we go. We are done with that sponge, and now we're going to pull out a clean sponge and we're going to get the green. Going to dab into the green. Okay? Dab into the green, and we're just going to come on here and just sponge in the green. Sponge it on. That's all we're doing. Sponging on the green. There we go. Everything is painted. Everything is sponged. Next step is we need to dry it because it needs to be completely dry, because what we're putting in next are our pouncers. So I'm going to do is I'm going to pause. I'm going to go rinse my sponges because you don't want to leave the paint in there because it'll dry. And then you'll forget about them, and then you'll have to get new sponges. So I'm going to go rinse my sponges, dry my canvas, and I'll be right back. Okay, resumed. I'm back now. My sponges are rinsed and put away. My canvas is dry. I put out some more paint, same colors, just more paint. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to take my angle brush. I'm going to dip it into my green, add some white into that, just to make it, give it a little pigment. I don't want it too dark. I don't want it too light, but I want it so we can see it through here, because what we're going to do is we're going to create some grass. So we're just going to come up and just throughout the painting, put sprigs of grass here and there. Sprigs of grass here and there. Oops, too much there. It's okay. Sprigs of grass coming up. Just on the tip of your brush. We created some grass. Okay? Easy stuff, folks. Easy stuff. Just gonna do some more little ones down here. Okay. And now we're just gonna give our brush a rinse. Just gonna give the grass a quick dry, because when I do my pouncers, I don't want them to mix in with the grass and turn everything a dark gray color. So we're going to just dry the grass real quick. There we go. Dried the grass. And now what we're going to do is we are going to take our biggest pouncer that we have, which is, I believe, a 1.5 inch. And And what we're going to do is we're going to put in our like big white pouncers, our big white flowers, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take your sponge, your cork, your styrofoam, whatever you have. If you have the bottom of a glass that's flat, perfect. Shot glasses, bottom of the shot glass, perfect. What we're going to do is we're just going to dip it into the white like that. And we're going to give it a little twist. I'm going to dip it into this little bit of pink I have here from my sponging. What we're going to do is we're just going to, ready, place, twist. That one there we go. Twist it, place it, twist it. Place it, twist it, place it, twist it, place it, twist it. Oh, see the green's coming out. That's what I didn't want. So we're going to add a little bit of magenta. You know what? Let's put a little bit of dioxide purple in there. Some white. And we're just going to and these are okay to overlap. You don't want to go too high with the big ones. Don't want to go too high with them. You want to keep them down low. We're going to put some smaller ones up through there. Add a little bit more white. It's getting too purple. Add a little bit white. There we go. Oh, maybe one here, another here. Put one off the canvas here, off the canvas there. See? Now what I'm going to show you to do is how to create that with your brush. Okay? So you take your brush. I have my angle brush because you can use whichever brush you have or whichever brush you want. And I'm going to take some of that mixture on my brush and I'm going to bring it right here. And I'm just going to make a C, make another C, and it turns into a circle. See? It's this one right here. Blends right in with the rest of them. So you can do that. Instead of using a pouncer. Where was that one? Right there. There's that one right there. Easy stuff. Easy. Give that brush a rinse because we're not using it right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into our little pouncer. Or if you have a cork, use a cork or whatever you want to use for that. And we are going to go into this mixture we have of the purple and magenta. Just going to give that a little twist there. A little bit more magenta on that. There we go. And we're just going to go into the centers of some of these. Just into the centers of some of those. Now we're just going to use some just plain magenta. Oh, it fell right into my purple. Look at that. It fell right into it. There we go. Just wipe it off. So we're going to go right into the straight magenta with a little bit of white and twist and pop. A little bit of dioxide purple by itself with a little bit of white. Put it in some of these ones here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my sponge over and I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. We're going to put a little bit of yellow on the bottom of that sponge with a little bit of white. Okay. And we're going to come in and we're going to come down here into some of these ones and give them some yellow. Okay. Get them all? Yep, we did. Perfect. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come up here with some yellow and some white, and we're just going to do some yellow and white pouncers. Just some small ones. Some small yellow and white pouncers. And put them wherever you want to put them. As many as you want. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to flip our pouncer over and we're going to go back into the purple. And we're just going to come back up here and do some smaller pouncers. And if you're using a brush, just use a smaller size brush. Just use a smaller size brush to make the circles. Okay, maybe one right there, one right there. How about one up in the corner? We're going to go into our just magenta and a little bit of white because you can't see that. A little bit of white, a little bit of magenta. There we go. There we go. Just making some pink pouncers. Just like that. Just like that. And now what we're going to do is I'm just going, you know what? No, we're done. We're done. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put a little bit of white ones in there. Just plain white. Just some plain white ones. There we go. Yep. And just some plain white pouncers. Some plain white ones. There. Now I'm happy with it. So we've used different techniques with this piece. We used a brush. We used a sea sponge. Then we used our pouncers or our kitchen sponges or our brushes, whatever you have. So, easy peasy, abstract pouncer flowers painting tutorial. It's a long title. How about easy peasy pouncer flowers tutorial? Easy peasy pouncer flowers tutorial. So remember to like. The more likes I get, the happier it makes me. Remember to comment. Comment, say, hey Alice, good work. Hey, we could use improvement here. Hey, just say hi. I'll comment back. Share. Share this beautiful, beautiful art piece. This is nice. It's a very nice piece. It is actually better than this piece. Miniature version. Yeah, so like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to keep up to date on my tutorials. I'm hoping maybe I'll go live once. We're all in quarantine now. Not supposed to be going out or doing anything. So, get a little bit of cabin fever and look me up on YouTube and we can do some painting together. Okay, we'll see you later, folks.